And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary duties with me today is Sue Smith. And this is the opening game for both sides in Champions. Your expectations?
Yeah, this is a top-quality competition, so you'd expect the level of play to reflect that. I'm sure we're going to see a highly competitive game. Let's hope we aren't disappointed.
And with that, the first half of this Champions match is underway. A look at the starting 11 for United.
Yeah, it does look like a 4-4-2 of sorts, a flat back four, three quite narrow who'll protect them, but a number 10 that's going to float around the front two, either running beyond or making key passes into them.
And finding their flow, but they dealt with the threat posed. Rivaldo. Intelligent ball. And a goal to open the scoring. A very bright start to this one.
Well, this is all about how quickly they go from back to front. The pace on the counter's frightening. And once it falls to him, he's never missing. Calm as you like, slots it home.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Fabinho. Vinicius Junior. Intercepted effortlessly. Vinicius Junior. Rivaldo. Oh, surely! They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Just the challenge that was required. Vinicius Junior. More than decent this from United. Oh, big moment! Oh, surely! And this is a high-octane beginning. 3 goals for them now. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. Derek Ray here in the commentary position, joined for analysis by Sue Smith. And delighted to bring you Champions excitement. What are you expecting to see?
It's great to be here. I think it's important that both teams are focused from the off, though, and they start quickly. But I'd love to see some goals. Hopefully I've not just cursed it.
So we're underway, the first half of this Champions contest. So the initial 11 for the home side. Petr Cech stands between the posts. Jeremy Frimpong plays with Alexander Zinchenko in the fullback positions. Steven Gerrard starts with Cody Gakpo out wide. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. Real chance. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open. Mariona. Frimpong. Real chance. Well, the post got in the way. Well, threat averted. Yamal! Pressing like that will help the cause. Oh, perhaps this time! Rivaldo. Well, he's certainly not alone. Will it be? Oh, terrific save! It's a short corner. Accurate ball in towards the near post. Well, I suspected that might be difficult for the keeper, but I was wrong. Gerrard. Mariona. Gakpo. Chance to equalise. And it's in! All square again! What a match this is turning out to be! Fabinho. There to win it back. Mariona. And the ball with Gerrard. And he has options available. And he's in. And there it is! 2 goals! In a matter of minutes. Incredible stuff. Intelligent defending. Tevez. Gakpo. Can he finish? Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Well, he wasn't likely to get away with that. Showing gumption, keeping it out. Can he put it away? An amazing piece of goalkeeping.
I just don't think he can believe that that's not got in, but he's met his match with the keeper. His superb reactions kept that one out.
Opportunity. Was an important piece of defending. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Can they carve out another one? Yamal! And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration. Vinicius Junior. And look at this! Oh, I can't believe that challenge. Brilliant!
Oh, what a tackle that is. Times it to perfection as well.
Beautiful pass. Well, he opted for power. From close range, he might be regretting that now. Rivaldo. Clearly took a touch on the way out of play, so a throw-in to come. Vinicius Junior. Thoughtful play. Real chance. Well, he didn't miss by an awful lot. Gerrard. Jeremy Frimpong. Well, when you're leading, you can afford to be pass happy. Really good ball there. Textbook example of how to cut it out. Rivaldo. Might do damage on the break. Oh, what an opportunity! And just like that, the break has stopped. Really top quality defending. That's a good pass. Quite clearly offside. Alexander Zinchenko. Well, this could really help the cause. Oh, the flag has gone up here. Offside it is. Well, made it look routine, but read it well.
Yeah, he was certainly on that in a flash, wasn't he?
Plenty of support here. Well, disappointing end to the move. Ready to break, perhaps? Oh, it looked really promising for them. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. That is that for the first half here. So they get the second half going here. Ezri Konsa. And the ball with Gerrard. Impressive build-up. And given free rein to run. And there the move ends for now.
Yeah, good work. That knew exactly what was happening. The shape was good there out of possession.
Well, successfully cut out. Vinicius. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Jeremy Frimpong. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. And the deflection means a corner. Delivering it. Rafael Leao. Well, back and forth in terms of possession. Well, he's certainly not alone. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. That's a lovely ball. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And it's played into the centre. Take it away. Well, that attack collapsed completely.
Yeah, really well organised off the ball there.
Now the counter-attack looks on. A fine reading of the situation. Can he deliver? Oh, halting the attack just like that. Rafael Leao. Encouraging stuff from United. Could pull one back here. Jeremy Frimpong. Mariona. Now with Yamal. Oh, managing to beat him. And swiftly ending that attack.
Spotted the danger quickly there. Great shape from them.
Might be a chance to break. And that brings the attack to an end. Lamine Yamal. And on to Tevez. Yamal. Will he play it in? "15 minutes left for play. Could be dangerous. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Mariona. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Gakpo. On to McAllister. And the flag was up in good... Time, it's offside.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. You've got to give him time to get back on side. Surely he can see what's going on.
Rafael Leao. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. The crossbar got in the way. And he read it well defensively. Tevez. And teammates around him. Well, the threat could be there. Annoyingly, there it breaks down. Vinicius Junior. Could reduce the deficit. And in it goes. And you never know in this game. They might yet be able to level it. Konsa. Now with Konate. Frimpong. Well, you might say it's the ideal way to see out a game when you can pass like this. Vinicius Junior. Giving it their all in search of an equaliser. And that will be all for this game anyway, and defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
They'll be so disappointed to lose this. I thought they were the better side, deserved at least something from the game, but it just wasn't to be.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. And Derek Ray here on the gantry, joined for commentary today by Sue Smith. And delighted to bring you all the excitement from champions. What are your expectations for today?
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
And not a great challenge, free kick here. So we're underway, the first half of this Champions contest. Into the box it goes. That's well read defensively.
Yeah, read the game superb. Good awareness there.
And the lineup for the home side. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Jules Koundé plays with Federico Di Marco in the fullback positions. Nicolo Barella plays alongside Rui Costa in central midfield. And Gianluca Vialli starts with Robert Lewandowski. A look at the starting 11 for United. Petr Cech stands between the posts. Fabinho plays alongside Eduardo Camavinga in the centre of midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Fabinho. Well, they've given him too much space. But the danger averted for now. Barella. And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a good finish, but you've got to praise the pressing from the front. It's relentless, and once they nicked the ball, they weren't going to miss from there.
Koundé. United come away with it. Camavinga. It's a fine United move in the making. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. So over the line and a throw-in. Vivian. Now Rui Costa. Lewandowski. Can they nudge in front? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Will it be? And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating. Chance to do damage. Well, they're allowing him to run and run and run. Opportunity to deliver the cross. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. Oh, might have been his second of the game.
I showed really good movement to get himself into those goal-scoring positions. Just couldn't quite find the clinical touch there.
Fine pass. He's through. And foiled by the post. It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation.
Well, if that went in, the game would have definitely had a different complexion. Just wondering if we're going to see a response now. We certainly need one.
It did look on for them, but not to be. Mike Maignan. Barella has it. Rui Costa. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Lewandowski. Well, got right behind it and crucially turned it out of the danger area. Trailing, but hope in the form of a corner. Let's see about the delivery. Well, it wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. Vinicius Junior. United might be able to cash in. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
Yeah, good position in there, wasn't it?
This looks interesting. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Could be a chance to break. Rivaldo. So following the deflection, a corner kick. Played over. Goalkeeping of the highest order.
Yeah, he didn't have long to react, but you have to praise his reflexes.
Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Koundé. Barella has it. Javier Mascherano. And it's United's turn now. Vinicius Junior. Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he's got to do better there. He's got to realise the situation and keep hold of the ball a bit longer so that he can get back onside.
Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Now, options are plenty. They could level it. Oh, that's a fine save, foiling a real chance. Well, opting for the short corner. Crossed into the penalty area. Well, at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper would have difficulties, but no problems in the end. Eduardo Camavinga. So, the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. So, back underway, the second half begins. Zielinski. Might work out. Well, it nearly worked out, and a fine interception. Oh, good idea. Oh, they were in a decent position too.
Yeah, he stopped that one in its tracks, didn't he?
Federico Di Marco. Good work to win the ball back by United. Vinicius Junior. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Opportunity here. In it goes! That will greatly help the cause. Now they only need to keep concentration levels high.
Well, if we see it again, it's a wonderful ball in behind. It's a perfect way to pass. And what a strike that is. Lots of pace and power, and the goalie just can't keep it out. It's a good finish.
Vivian. Jules Koundé on the ball. Now, Rui Costa. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Letting the play flow. Vinicius Junior. And cutting it out. Vivian. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Big chance! And there it is! 3 goals in front now, an immense performance! Di Marco. Lewandowski now. Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. Intercepted effortlessly. And the through ball. Opportunity, Rivaldo. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now. Di Marco. Lewandowski. And now Zielinski. Çalhanoğlu. And defending as a unit.
Oh, sniffed out the danger well there. Looked like a real promising attack, didn't it?
It's with Çalhanoğlu. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Teammates available. Nice looking move. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, just look at the pace on the transition. It's incredible. Racing out from the back in no time. And as soon as he's through 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he just goes for power and smashes it in the net. It's a quality finish.
Getting in there to intercept. Zielinski. This is Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski with an incisive pass. And a goal this time! Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. Tino Livramento. Doku. Can he score? And this time it's in! Fabulous goal! And just look at the celebrations! Di Marco. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Might be a chance here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick! Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here it is again, and he just makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Skips past the defender like he wasn't there, and then coolly slots it home.
Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Textbook example of how to cut it out. Running with confidence. And covering tremendous ground here. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change. Not the pass he had in mind. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Barella. Now, Rui Costa. Real chance. Well, they've pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening. So on with the game, and I'll tell you what, I'm not sure we could be entertained anymore. Opportunity. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here. So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. Zielinski. Jules Koundé on the ball. Barella. And on to Vialli. Oh, surely! And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best. And winning it back. Zielinski. Vialli. And there it is! But hang on, the flag has gone up and it's not going to count.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so as well. And he's making that clear to the assistant.
Rafael Leao. On to Perez. Determined defending. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Koundé. Javier Mascherano. Mike Maignan. Di Marco. And so the referee blows for full time and it goes down. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray and sitting alongside me here on the gantry, ready to provide all the tactical observations, is the former England international Sue Smith. And it's all about champions action. What are you expecting?
I'm anticipating a good match today. It's important they get off to a good start, play their way into the game, be confident on the ball, and hopefully we won't be disappointed.
And so this champions clash begins. Griezmann! So the initial 11 for the home side. Michel Salgado starts with Theo Hernandez in the wide defensive areas. And the starting striker today is Antoine Griezmann. Foul there, free kick awarded. And that's comfortably gathered. A look at the starting 11 for United. Petr Cech stands between the posts. Eduardo Camavinga starts alongside Fabinho in the centre of midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Fabinho. Trying to open up the defence. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin. Khéphren Thuram. Now with McAllister. Can they create something from here? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. And the chance slips away.
Yeah, nice build-up. They just lacked that end product. Stop that one in its tracks.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
Well, he certainly showed his class there with that save. You'd expect him to score from there, but he comes from nowhere to keep that out.
Threading it. Well, he couldn't keep himself onside.
Well, you can't hold on to the ball for that long. He has to see the pass earlier and give it.
Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Rivaldo. It's gone in! Well, they're really in the mood here. Can they be stopped? And that is a below-par pass. And Thuram with the feed. Brilliant save. Short corner taken. Pires. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Elects to go short. Really well positioned.
Yeah, snuffed out nicely.
Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising. Robert Pires. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? And firing it. Well, they're giving it a go, but unable to finish.
Well, you certainly can't fault them for effort. They keep applying the pressure, and if they can just nick one, they're right back in this.
Excellent vision. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. The concession of a corner here. It's a short one. And there's the feed. Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. Well, unable to direct it on the target. And a goal kick to come. Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none.
Yeah, anticipated well there. Read that before it even happened.
And an opening! How did they let that attack come to an end? Robert Pires. Griezmann. Might be a chance here. A goal! As they cut into their advantage. Still plenty of life in this match. Eduardo Camavinga. Tino Livramento is with Vinicius Junior. Really good build-up, but no end product. Now counter-attacking possibilities. Well, unfortunately, it fizzled out in the end. Vinicius Junior. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Oh, it might be. And a goal it is. They lead by 2 now. Fully deserved. Griezmann. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Fabinho. Plenty of support here. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Rivaldo. Textbook example of how to cut it out. Well, the threat could be there. Well, that's the sign of a well-organised defence.
I really stood firm there, didn't he?
Vinicius Junior went in strongly, decisively. Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them. Mickey van de Ven. Camavinga. And here's Rivaldo. Vinicius Junior. Promising possession, this. Can he put it away? Oh, top goalkeeping! They take it short. Oh, he'll take it on. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at second half underway, with United looking to build upon a largely positive first half showing. Well, that should boost his confidence. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Fabinho. Camavinga. Not smooth in possession. Well, this could really help the cause. And the chance slips away. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. Good-looking move. And Grealish. Camavinga. And here's Rivaldo. Now, will they take advantage from this position? Well, the keeper is happy the bar was there. And there's the feed into the box. And slipped through beautifully. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, he's played well, hasn't he? Obviously took his goal well, but his overall performance has been impressive too. Hopefully he can maintain that level in the second half.
Now opening things up. Can he score? And he might feel... He should have found the net.
Oh, that's a big chance missed that. This game very much still in the balance.
William Saliba. Jack Grealish. Oh, read it really well. Fabinho. More than decent this from United. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Oh, mischievous! Well, there it is. Can you believe this? From 2 down, they now find themselves level. Abedi Pele. That's a good-looking ball. Could be in. And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
Well, just look how he sees the run here. The pass is weighted to perfection. And as soon as Leao is through 1v1 with the keeper, you just wonder how he's going to finish. Goes for power, strikes through the ball, leaving the keeper with no chance.
And danger averted. Well read. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again. So they restart the game, all even once more, but will it stay that way? Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Could be a chance to break. Robert Pires. Robert Pires! And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes! Incredible stuff! And I must say, I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4. Joao Felix. Nicely timed tackle. That's a good pass. Could be a chance. They just couldn't stay in front. And now this match is all square. Well, making considerable progress with the ball, but the danger averted for now. "15 minutes left for play. Oh, danger here. And teammates around him. And unable to keep possession. Kefren Turam. Pele. And showing fine vision. Perez. Can they forge ahead? Yes is the answer. And that could be oh so important. Alexander Zinchenko. Pires. And holds on to it confidently. Jose Perez. And it's a quality pass. And terrific goalkeeping. They remain alive here.
Yeah, that nearly ended their hopes, didn't it? But time's their enemy now.
Vidic. Mickey van de Ven. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Joao Felix. Well, no time to waste. Can they find an equaliser? But nothing comes of it. Well, they could break at pace. Livramento. Mickey van de Ven. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And so the referee blows for full time and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Yeah, well, it really could have gone either way. It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end.
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we have pre-season action to bring you with the final group stage game moments away. How's it going to go, Stuart?
Well, both these teams will be looking for a strong finish to the group stages here today in what has been a really good tournament so far. Certainly the quality of the football has been excellent. Just hope that's the case again today.
And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Eder Militao plays alongside David Alaba in central defence. And the main... Mbappe! A smart stop here. And over comes the corner. Zaccagni. Cataldi. Tavares. Smart defending. Yamal playing it through. And the keeper more than equal to it. Playing it in. Appear to be in two minds. A good and fair challenge. Cataldi. Now with Guendouzi. Well, the fans have been wondering how this might go. It is his debut game. What should we be looking for from him today?
Well, first and foremost, he's a good defender. He reads danger, he wins his aerial duels, and he organises those around him.
Oh, hang on, Stuart. Big chance here. Can they put it away? And second time around, he scores. But the keeper left to wonder what his defenders were doing. Distributing it well. Could still be dangerous. High quality defending. Tavares. Oh, good idea. Showing ambition. Well, he did his best to place that one, but a disappointing end result. Oh, beating his opponent with ease. Oh, a magnificent challenge.
Oh, what a tackle that was.
Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Eder Militao. What can Real do from this position? And possession changing hands. Mbappe. Trying to open up the defence. Cataldi. Tavares. Zaccagni. And a tidy challenge. Given away by Real Madrid. Matteo Guendouzi. Marušić. Tavares. Well, they keep passing away.
They certainly know how to keep the ball, don't they?
And he saw the situation developing. Well, who wants to keep the ball? Nobody, apparently. Plenty of support here. And the flag is up. Offside.
Well, that's just a lack of awareness. He was clearly in an offside position.
Possession given away, unfortunately. Trying to connect. It could be for Mbappe. And in range. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Cataldi. Marušić. Now with Guendouzi. So on the cusp of half-time and Real Madrid well on top. Interested as always to get your take.
Yes, it's been a really energetic display from them so far. The passing's been sharp, the movement from the front players has been excellent, and the finishing has been clinical. They will certainly be happy going in at half-time.
Zaccagni. Danilo Cataldi with it. Well, there's a living, breathing example of positional sense.
Read it really well.
Federico Valverde. This is Alaba. Rovella. On to Guendouzi. Nicely timed tackle. If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Now, options are plenty. Oh, they were in a decent position too. And with that, the first half draws to a close. And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? Trying to tee it up. And there's a quality defender in action.
That really was an important bit of play.
Tenacious challenge. Cataldi. Nuno Tavares. Now with Guendouzi. Well, many have wondered if they would get it over the line in terms of the deal. They've succeeded, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Nuno Tavares. Nicolo Rovella. Well, it's one pass after another. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
Vinicius Junior. Well, standing off them here. Are they being too passive?
They're just too passive with their defending now.
A potential danger here. And crossed in there. Oh, the threat level is still high. Matteo Guendouzi. Nicolo Rovella. Cataldi. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Oh, to trim back the lead. Great defending. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. And the right place to cut out the pass. Attacking with vigour. Vital block there.
That's defending of the highest quality.
Could catch them on the break. Mbappe. Nice looking move. Well, chance wasted.
Well, through on goal, you have to show more sense here. He's just put his head down and whacked it. Not good enough.
There has been plenty of limbering up from substitutes, and now both sides will make personnel switches. Too easy, far too easy. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Chance to finish. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So the action continues and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Nuno Tavares. Van Hecke. Rovella. Now with Guendouzi. 20 minutes to go in this one. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Marusic. Decent idea. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Cataldi. Oh, disappointing end to that.
Well, that was a really excellent piece of defending there.
Plenty of support here. Rovella. Cataldi. Now with Guendouzi. And the chance slips away. Real in a good position out wide. Mbappe in the centre. Well, I suppose it's risk and reward at times.
Well, it was there for the bicycle kick, but he never got in the right position.
Well, he certainly made his mark on the game, and now the manager is making a switch. Just 10 minutes to go. Dybala. Is it going to be? Might still be able to do a bit of damage. And a goal! Well, it looks easy when you can put them away like that.
No doubt he'll feel hard done by there, because that first save was brilliant. Very unlucky.
So the match is restarted, but a real sense of inevitability about it now. Zaccagni. Rovella. Van Hecke. Now with Guendouzi. Well, close to the end of this contest, and Real Madrid absolutely cruising. Your thoughts?
Well, what an excellent performance this has been. They've had complete control for most of the game. Their movement, clever passing and energy have been a joy to watch. It's been a really good win for them.
Well, they have the ball again.
That's the way to defend in those situations. Excellent stuff.
Thoughtful play. And getting across to stop it. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Who's going to get on the end of it? And the header just clearing the crossbar.
Well, I think he'd be slightly disappointed, because once he gets to it first, that's a chance.
And that is that, the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
They were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening, and they played really well. What a performance that was today.
After days of anticipation, we're finally here. A truly unforgettable occasion, worthy of a packed stadium. You won't want to miss a second of it. A warm welcome from the Spanish capital. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the ever-knowledgeable Stuart Robson. And the excitement levels are high for the start of a new La Liga season. It's Real Madrid and they face Osasuna.
Well, here we go again. The excitement of a new campaign. But already, this is a big game for Real Madrid. If they're going to win the title, these are the games they need to win. It should be interesting.
This is the Real Madrid starting lineup. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Ferland Mendy plays with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And the main man up front is Kylian Mbappe. This is the Osasuna lineup.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
Hang on, what about this? Oh, it was well worth a go, but it's gone narrowly wide. Trent Alexander-Arnold. To put them ahead! That was a chance to open the scoring.
Well, that should have been the opener, but that's not a good finish, is it?
Federico Valverde. Well, it's no surprise to see who we focused on as our player to watch in this game. You would presume that he'd play a really big part.
A brace last time out, but no real surprise that we're focusing on him. It was his movement for me. Always active, always trying to find that yard of space, and I expect we'll see the same again today.
Seemed to have hit that really nicely, but just wide of the goal. Jude Bellingham. Could be setting something now. Huge block, but still danger. Vinicius Junior. And what a challenge!
Oh, what a piece of defending that was.
Setting up the chance. Well, I'm sure he thought he'd scored there. Great goalkeeping. Good work from Real Madrid to win the ball back. A different angle of attack. Mbappe! And it's in! It's no longer goalless. There's the opener. So it's 1-0 as the ball gets rolling again. Valentin Rosier. And the pass is incomplete. Nicely won. Foul challenge and a free kick results. That's not a bad-looking ball. But he's failed to hit the target.
Yeah, that would have put them in a great position there.
Valverde. And with that, the first... The ball rolling again then, with Real Madrid just the 1 goal in front. Big chance! Amazing! Had to score but didn't! The will they or won't they discussions can now end because the transfer has now been confirmed. Exciting times.
Well, I think he'll fit in well to their style of play. He's a skillful player, but the move will just bring out the best of him. It's a good signing for both him and the club.
Could be something on. Catena. And the momentum is lost.
They won the ball at just the right time there.
Chouameni. Now Bellingham. And they found a way through. Well, fortune didn't favour him. Off the post and out for a goal kick.
Well, he did everything right, didn't he? So unlucky. That could have gone in off the post.
Perfectly anticipated. Really well won. A big area to progress into here. Well won, but the ball out. And that has stopped any potential danger. Counter-attack coming, away they go. The counter fizzling out in the end. Played in with that. What a chance here! Good patient build-up, but not quite the end product.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
Geraldo Becker. Well, with time running out, can they take advantage from this corner? Real Madrid are going to make a change now. And it's saved and held. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's not going to cut it. A nice bit of defending there to put it out for a throw. Could turn out to be a really good ball. And it must be. And there it is. They lead by 2 now, and they can breathe that little bit more easily. There we are. The atmosphere is electric as two teams worthy of the biggest stage prepare to collide in front of a packed stadium. A warm welcome to you and thanks for joining us for another game live on EA TV. And joining me, Guy Mowbray, for commentary is the midfielder turned expert analyst Stuart Robson. And we've got La Liga EA Sports action coming right up. It's Real Oviedo and they take on Real Madrid.
It was a good start for Real in their opening fixture. They played some attractive football, they looked fit and they fully deserved the 3 points. Can they repeat that today? Let's hope so.
Well, it was a positive result for Real Madrid in their last game against and trying his luck. And there it is! The opening goal, and what a bright start it's been! And we're back underway at 1-0. He's beaten his marker here. What a chance this could be! It's in! And that's a debut goal, kicking off with his new club in just the right way. And the run goes on, but not the end result they wanted from an encouraging position. And we're nearly there for the first half. A half that's gone swimmingly for Real Madrid.
Yes, it's been a really energetic display from them so far. The passing's been sharp, the movement from the front players has been excellent, and the finishing has been clinical. They will certainly be happy going in at half-time.
And that's going to be it for the first 45 minutes. Away we go then for the second half, with Real Madrid very much on top. The will they or won't they discussions can now end because the transfer has now been confirmed. Exciting times.
Well, at around £50 million, I think they've probably paid the right amount for him. He's a wonderfully gifted player who, on his day, will certainly excite the fans.
There we are, full time here, and it's Real Madrid who will go.
building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Hello from one of the great venues in world football, the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Sue Smith. And coming up, pulsating action from La Liga EA Sports. It's Real Madrid, and they face Mallorca. And the keeper more than equal to it. And this is how the hosts will begin the game today.
It's a 4-5-1, or you could say a 4-2-3-1. This does offer plenty of threat going forward with the three behind the central striker. We may see the wide midfielders cut in and the fullbacks push on, while the defence is still protected from the two holding.
And making his move inside. Corner given to Real Madrid. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, the danger is still there. Up a disappointing dead end. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Vinicius Junior. Nice looking move, this. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them.
Oh, they stopped that really well, didn't they? Really well organised off the ball there.
And introducing the visitors' lineup today.
Yeah, it's the same formation, and I'd expect both teams to commit players forward. So the two holding midfielders, they're going to be key from a defensive perspective.
It's an opportunity! And a fine stop. Could give it away. Mbappe! And it's in! 1-0! They've breached the defence. Attacking possibilities for Real. Just couldn't get it through. Real chance. In it goes at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment. And given free rein to run. Giving it a go. Oh, good save. Who can he pick out? And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. And the ball rolling again after what was a dazzling first 45 from Real. Can they repeat that in the second half? Well, putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Well, Arsenal fans, no doubt about it, very excited given the transfer news. They've got their man.
Yeah, it's a good transfer, isn't it? And I'm sure he'll add a lot to his new side. It is important that he hits the ground running. I think it's a fair value as well.
Oh, managing to beat him. Really inventive stuff from Real here. He's blocked it!
Great awareness, that. Just doing the right thing there.
Well, this is the home of live football, and excited to have more action from La Liga coming up for you. It's Real Madrid against Real Sociedad. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Untidy phase of play. What can he do with it now? Genuine chance. Palmed away by the keeper. Well, this is the home of live football, and we have more action from La Liga coming up for you. It's Mallorca, and they'll be facing Espanyol.
Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to that one. Hopefully we see plenty of goals.
Well, a touch too heavy there. And flying forwards here. Oh, he's blocked it! Real using width to good effect. And teammates around him. Opportunity here. In position. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. So the match has restarted, but you do feel that is that. Takes aim. Oh, that's a fine save. Well, the electronic board showing one additional minute. So there goes the final whistle. Real Madrid victorious, and their fans are going to be happy with this.
Yeah, another good result, and you can't complain.
Two sides are primed to give it their all in what promises to be 90 minutes of relentless end-to-end action. We should be in for a cracker. Well, the weather really couldn't be any better here today. A very warm welcome to you on this fine day. I'm Guy Mowbray to bring you commentary along with England legend Sue Smith, and every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. What are we going to get from this one?
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
Oh, we tried to put the hammer down on that one, and the result wasn't pretty. Here's the Denmark team sheet.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. This can be quite an attacking lineup with the three progressive players behind the lone striker, but you've still got that defense.
Oh, good opportunity! And it's been missed. That was a wonderful chance.
Oh, they should have taken the lead there, and what a good start that would have been.
Possession lost and won. It's no surprise who we've picked out to have a look at here. What should we expect today, Sue?
Well, obviously, there's plenty to his game. He's certainly multifaceted in that regard, but it's his ability to deliver balls in from those wide areas. That could be key. He does tend to get fantastic pace and whip on them, so don't be surprised if we see that as a tactic from him early on.
This for the lead. And he fails to trouble the keeper.
Yeah, it's a decent strike that, but look at the keeper's position. He read the shot and had it covered.
The ball taken away from them. This is looking good. What next? And it's a decent stop by the goalkeeper. Into the box it goes. And they've scored to take a lead that's more than warranted. So it's 1-0 as the game restarts. Well, the travelling fans will be happy with the score, but what about the performance as we move towards half-time?
Well, they have controlled patches of that first half. They've created some good opportunities, but only being up by one, it's so close, and it's tough to call a winner here.
And that's going to be it for the first 45 minutes. We're back in business. One half down, one to go. Taking it upon himself to drive forward further. Oh, gone for it. And it's collected with ease. Well, this is looking better with every stride. Having a try. And the keeper gets behind it well. Out of play. Throw in to come. And the manager now taking him off. Not his best performance today. Drifting on and still going. Well, he went for power and got plenty of it, but it's whistled wide. Being pressed here. Well read to gain possession. Now there might be a chance as they keep it moving. Oh, that was a decent position, but he went to whack it. Wrong choice. Well, both bosses have decided to make a change now.
If you look at the stats, how are they not further ahead? The amount of chances they've created, they should be out of sight by now. They'll be hoping that all of those missed opportunities don't...
Oh, they must score! Another goal! And it's one that tightens their grip on this game.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a good finish, but you've got to praise the pressing from the front. It's relentless, and once they nicked the ball, they weren't going to miss from there.
And still going here. Well, it looked promising, but only up to a point. There's a sense of real urgency to this attack. Worth a go. And the keeper makes the save, and really we shouldn't have expected anything else. It's gone astray, and it was far too easy.
Yeah, need to be better on the ball there, that's for sure.
Gavi. They shall not pass. And it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Working hard to win it back there. Need to get tighter here. And there's the final whistle.